Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Moebot S10 robot mower that the guys at Moebot sent across for me to have a look at. Although this video is sponsored, the views and opinions are all my own. We'll take you through what you get in the box, the setup process of the mower, then out and about to look at a practical demonstration of how the Moebot S10 performs compared to the marketing hype. Importantly, we'll run through some frequently asked questions about robot mowers. I know a lot of you are very interested to find out if this is the latest fad or something that's serious that you should invest in. Then in the second part of the video, we'll show you how this compact budget mower integrates the Home Assistant, see what entities you have access to, and if you can actually control it within Home Assistant. So let's dive on in and see what the Moebot S10, which my daughter nicknamed Daisy, is all about. The Moebot S10 arrives with everything you need to get up and running, from the 1,476 feet of boundary wire, 100 plus pegs to secure the boundary wire, spare blades and a specialized tool for installation. This all comes in a well-packed and thick cardboard box to make sure you get an undamaged product. The Moebot S10 itself is a solid construction in a distinctive orange color. I guess that's so you don't lose it. It weighs in at a respectable 16 kilograms, which is great news, as you don't want it skipping around instead of cutting the grass. The included 1,476 feet of 0.5 millimeter single core plastic coated copper core boundary wire is colored green to blend in with your lawn, unless you are planning to install below the surface to prevent accidental cutting of the wire. You get 100 reinforced black plastic boundary wire pegs to secure your boundary wire in place. This is assuming that you are not going to install your boundary wire into the ground, which is the preferred option for a more permanent solution, as it affords a better level of protection against accidental damage. There are three-way connectors for splicing and connecting your boundary wire. As you'll see later, these can be a lifesaver. There are 9 additional cutting blades, or in other words, 3 full sets of spare cutting blades, but the blades that it comes with should be good for more than a year. Replacement blades are also available from Moebot, but they're also available from your local hardware store. There is a 25.5 2-amp power pack that comes with 1 meter of cable between the mains plug and the power pack, and 1 meter of cable between the power pack and the S10. The Moebot S10 has some excellent features, especially when you consider it's an entry price robot mower. Connectivity to the Moebot S10 is provided by Wi-Fi on the 2.4 GHz range, giving it excellent range between the Moebot and your router. It can work on up to 5 zones, allowing you to define and mow different parts of your garden. It adopts a random pattern of mowing, traveling in one direction until it hits a boundary wall, turning around and heading in a different direction. If you're looking for that stripe pattern on your lawn, then you'll need to move significantly up the price range, as in 3 times more or above. If instead you are looking for a perfectly cut lawn all year round with a minor bit of trimming to clean up the edges at an attractive price, then you're in the right place. This all works especially well. Initially, I did have some concerns that not all of the area would be mowed, but this was not the case, although I never tested the claimed maximum of 1,400 square meters. The Moebot S10 comes with a quoted maximum allowable slope of 55 degrees for short durations, a consistent slope of 45 degrees, which reduces to 35 degrees at boundary wires. I don't have such slopes, but the motors seem powerful enough, pushing through thick grass, so I believe these claims to be true. If you just start the mowing cycle on the Moebot, it will mow for approximately 2 hours before it will need to go back to its base to recharge, unless you schedule it to mow between specific times. The Moebot S10 comes with a cutting width of 18 centimeters and a variable cutting height of 2.5 to 5.5 centimeters, which can be adjusted by a knob under a cover on the top. I'd recommend trying it out at the highest cutting setting for a while and gradually reduce the height to your desired height. This is not because the S10 can't cut to the desired level straight off, but more that you can allow the wire to sink into the grass, then you can avoid cutting the boundary wire. For setup and security, there is a backlit LCD screen behind a protective cover on top of the device. Although once you have completed the setup, there should be no reason to use this, as all controls can be done through the app. This is also the place where you type in the 4-character security code that activates if the device loses connection with the home router. This is a great security feature that will prevent usage if stolen, although I'd still recommend common sense when locating your mower from light-fingered people. The Moebot S10 is controlled through the TUYA app, which is available from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Links in the description. Through integration with the TUYA app, you can control the Moebot S10 through Google Home, Amazon Alexa, and HomeAssistant. Optionally, you can purchase a shelter for your Moebot to give it even more protection from the elements. I would encourage you to pick one of these up. It's not a lot of money and will give your Moebot protection against not only the rain but also the sun. And all this comes with a 2-year warranty on the cutting and wheel motors, although this may vary from location to location, so please check. Now let's cover some commonly asked questions about robot mowers in general. This will help you decide if the robot mower is for you. Does it cut as well as a normal lawnmower? Yes, it does. Probably better as it cuts every day and your lawn thrives on being regularly cut. Will it require a lot of maintenance? No, not really. For me at least, this was a set and forget. Occasionally I would clean the mower, but since I live in Australia, I don't envisage having to bring this in for winter. Is it expensive to run? Even though it runs every day, it still uses a fraction of the cost of a mains-powered mower. This will vary depending upon your electricity costs, but it's in the order of cents per week. Can I get parts for it? Robot mowers are becoming more common. My local hardware store even stocks replacement blades now. Is it quiet? Compared to a standard lawnmower, even an electric lawnmower, it's amazingly quiet. You could run this through the night and wouldn't even notice. Does it get stuck? Possibly, although I believe this is more about how level your lawn is and if you have potholes. If you do, then maybe fill those in with a little soil and that should solve the problem. Does it miss sections of the lawn? On one pass, maybe, but if you're running this daily, then you will have full coverage unless you're running this on a huge lawn. Does the lawn need to be very flat? Again, reasonably. Think about if you had to push or drag your mower through gullies or potholes. Now imagine a small robot mower trying to traverse these. What happens if the wire gets cut? If the wire is cut for the Moebot, then it will inform the mower to stop cutting and will send a message to your TUYA app. If this is the case, then you need to use the included splice connectors to reconnect the wire. How much manual intervention is required? Very little to none, above cleaning it once in a while. How long does it take to mow the lawn? Don't expect extreme speeds. But then again, you don't really care, as you'll be inside having a beverage. Does it cut the lawn in the rain? It can, but it does have a rain sensor to prevent this. But then again, would you cut the lawn in the rain? Does it collect the grass? No, it mulches the grass back into the lawn. I'm no gardener, but the lawn seems to thrive on this mulch. What happens if I leave things out on the lawn? Similar to an old-style robot vacuum, these devices are not intelligent devices. They will either push the object out of the way, detect the object and head in a different direction, or simply go over the object. So the basic rule is keep your lawn clear when the robot is active. Setup of the Moebot S10 is super simple. Your Moebot will come with approximately 70% charge, so should be fine to set up straight from the box. Turn on your Moebot and wait for the welcome screen to clear. Set your language and press OK. Enter the date and time using the arrow keys and press OK. Enter a security PIN code using the A, B, C and D keys and repeat. Now enter your PIN code to unlock your Moebot. Your Moebot is now ready to use as signified by the standby. Note the flashing yellow LED signifies the Moebot is in pairing mode. The Moebot S10 is a TUYA device, so for the app control, you'll need to add it to the TUYA app. I'll assume that you have the TUYA app already loaded and have created an account. Make sure that you are already connected to your 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. Open the TUYA app. In my case, as soon as I opened the TUYA app, it said it had found a device and wanted to add the device. If yours does not, you'll need to press the plus icon in the top right-hand corner and add manually. Press the Add button. A robotic lawnmower will be added to your TUYA account. Optionally, press the pencil to the right of the mower name and give it a name for device and a room. And press Finish. Now press Done. The TUYA app will now drop you into the controls for the Moebot S10. We'll assume that you have already added the TUYA integration to your Home Assistant. For the purposes of this installation, we'll also assume that it's the cloud version, which has been radically improved in 2024.1 version of Home Assistant. Navigate to Settings, Devices and Services. Search for and select the TUYA integration. Press the three dots to the right of your email and press Reload. Once completed, press the Devices. You should now be able to see your Moebot listed. In my case, Daisy. Select this. In the device information, we'll see that this is listed as a robotic lawn mower, which is unsupported. So now we'll need to go to the Home Assistant Community Store to get an integration that will allow this to work. The integration we'll be using was developed by Whiteley and is available in Hacks, but we'll need to add a custom repository if we want to install it through Hacks. Now, if you don't have Hacks already installed, go to the video in the pop-up above and follow through the video to install Hacks and then come back to this video. Now navigate to Hacks in the left-hand menu. Press the three dots in the top right-hand corner, Custom Repositories. Now in the description is a custom repository. Copy this. Now paste the custom repository into the repositories field. Select a category of integration and press Add. Confirm the custom repository has been added. Now close out of the custom repositories. Now we need to download the integration. Search for and select MoeBot. Press the download button in the bottom right hand corner. Press download. Now we need to restart Home Assistant. Navigate to Developer Tools, confirm your configuration, restart, confirm restart, and restart again. Once your Home Assistant comes back, you will need to install the MoeBot integration. But before we can do this, we'll need two additional pieces of information that we'll need to get from IoT TUYA. This is the device ID and the local key. For those of you that have installed the TUYA local, this will be a breeze. There are many videos on YouTube that run you through in great detail, and I'll link to one of those in the description below, as this is not the purpose of this video. Open the TUYA IoT platform, link in the description. Navigate to Cloud, Development. Press the Open project on the right-hand side. Navigate to Devices. You should now be able to see your MoeBot. Copy and paste the device ID to a safe place, as you'll need it later. Navigate to Cloud, API Explorer. Expand Device Management. Select Query Details. Paste in your device ID into the selected field and press Submit Request. A lot of information will be returned. The only information we need will be the local key. Copy the contents of this to the same place as your device ID. Now let's head back into Home Assistant. Navigate to Settings, Devices and Services. Press Add Integration. Search for and select MoeBot. Now using the device ID that you previously copied, the local key ID, and the IP address of the MoeBot, and press Submit. Optionally, place into an area and press Finish. Now let's go and see what entities are exposed. Search for and select MoeBot. Select Devices. You should now see all the entities that are exposed to Home Assistant for the MoeBot. That will allow you to control your MoeBot. You can now add these to a dashboard of your choice. The Moebot S10 is an entry point robot mower that hits way above its asking price of 1,150 Australian dollars. Although this is an Australian company, there is a variant for the US market. This is currently on special offer for $550 US, links in the description. We've already been through the FAQ for the robot mowers, and I can honestly say that for something that I thought was a gimmick, this really does deliver on its promise. Not only did it free up a huge amount of time not spent mowing, and for just 20 minutes of streaming, it also gave me a much healthier lawn. The MoeBot setup was super simple, and the integration into Home Assistant was just a bonus. After all, as this is nearly a set and forget, you really shouldn't need to access the controls. As Elon Musk says, the best process is no process. I'd take that one further. The best mowing solution is one where you don't need to mow, and the Moebot S10 gets you 95% of the way there. So the Moebot S10 gets a thumbs up from Smart Home Australia. If you enjoyed the video, then please consider subscribing, joining the community, and dinging that bell to be notified of when new content becomes available. In the meantime, I hope your Daisy keeps your lawn nice and healthy.